Welcome, everybody, to another episode of IncCast, brought to you live here from Walker Design Studios, the official home for Fanboys Inc. And sitting across from me is Mr. Joe Nub.
Hello, and across from me is Dishwasher, DW.
Hello. A lot
What's
of
going
news
on?
this week. A lot of news. Yeah, you're looking a little sweaty today. Doing a little moving.
How's helping superfan Bob J. Reynolds move?
Bob J.
So I
Reynolds.
got to give a shout out to the boys, Nate Wood and T. Smalls. Terry, glad you finally showed your lazy ass up. He's a big Transformers fan too. Terry is.
Nice.
He actually, I'm going to sidestep it here. Terry is one of the guys responsible for getting me into Transformers, for as fanatically as I have been.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah. Great job, Terry.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, so Bob J's got a new headquarters.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's actually going to be kind of 2 streets over from me or so.
Oh,
He's
very
going to
nice.
be living off of Upper Sherman.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Closer. Why you just might need to move in next door? So anyway, yeah, guys, we are live tweeting. So if you have any questions, please tweet us at Fanboys Inc. Got a lot of questions, I'm sure, about Bat News. Big Bat News yesterday. It is Batman 75th anniversary this year. Obviously, we know all the rumors and everything going on with Batman versus Superman, between Justice League, all these characters coming in.
We got some great new teasers yesterday, though.
The main news is, what's going on with Batfleck. What's the suit look like? What's the Batmobile look like? 2 days ago, Snyder tweeted an image of the Batmobile under a tarp, just showing the back end, very Tumblr-esque wheels.
Yeah, the giant wheels, but there was a fin. There was kind of a sharp fin sticking out of the back.
People were kind of complaining. I'm like, I kind of like the homage to the Tumblr. It's not set in any of Nolan's universe,
right?
But it is set as an older Batman towards the future, so kind of cool that it's not the universe, but kind of connected. I like that.
Right. Makes it a little more accessible.
Even maybe less of making it a real reboot. I mean, if you see these other images, you're gonna just kind of accept it in a way.
Right.
And then yesterday he tweeted a shot of the Batmobile, again, not full, but more the front end, and standing in front of it was Batfleck.
Yeah.
Looks
good.
I love the suit. The close-ups, high-res close-ups, you can check out over on fanboysinc.com. The staff over there got right on top of this. Got some great images.
Yep. It looks to be like a hybrid between like the Frank Miller Dark Knight and like almost Jim Lee's Batman as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Bulky, obviously. Ben Affleck bulked up for this.
Yeah, but
obviously
the
suit,
big, broad black.
It's not exact.
Bat.
It's not exactly the same as Dark Knight, but damn close.
I know, and the fact that it's not in the circle like a classic Bat insignia is.
I love that. I love that. And plus, if you get to see the high-res images, again over on fanboysinc.com, the close-up, it looks battle worn, but at the same time, if you look at it, it looks like molded carbon fiber threads are just exposed on it. I like that gritty look of it.
Right.
And once again, close to the Dark Knight Returns from Miller.
Yeah.
Is it just the looks of Miller? Are we going to really see, the Dark Knight Returns? Is it going to be him?
I doubt it.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, but
Affleck's the working
Affleck's
title.
Not that old.
But it's Batman versus Superman is the title.
Right.
Could we see that he is going to fight Superman? Could it be the merge of
the title's already Batman versus Superman? So.
But we don't even know if that's not even 100% finalized. That's been saying it's a working title, but they've said that you're going to see there's hints of that there's going to be some type of struggle.
Well, let's say what happens whenever, in the comic books, whenever two heroes first meet, they always have the obligatory.
No, they just shake hands, have tea. Come on.
Nah, you got to battle it out. And then you realize, oh, wait, you're actually my ally, and I've been fighting you. I've been fighting the wrong guy the whole time.
But could we, I agree to you. I agree with you. But I'm wondering if they're kind of merging it and giving it some homage towards the Dark Knight.
Right.
I think with it's going to be geared towards the new 52. Obviously, we have Cyborg, we have Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Rumors now with Aquaman might be confirmed.
A week before the movie is released, they're just going to say the Justice League is coming out.
Yes. Well, they already know. No, that's already been confirmed.
We're scratching Batman versus Superman. We're just going to call this the Justice League.
That was confirmed a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That Justice League will be out after this Batman versus Superman.
Right.
So I think it's going to be a little bit of a Dark Knight Returns, the Miller-esque, with the new 52 universe. I think they're gonna give homage to that. I feel that way, and plus the direction with the Batmobile. Right off the bat, obviously we said it looks very Tumblr-esque, but that fin, the fin reminds me of the 1960s Bat boat.
Right.
I'm wondering, and there's also a full picture of the concept design, a 3D model
but minus like the wheels, right?
Minus the wheels,
and it's
but
almost
it's very
flat.
Right,
sleek.
It's sleek in the front, and then it kind of comes out like a wedge.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's multi-purpose. I'm thinking it could be a bat boat,
bat
it could
copter,
be a bat plane. I don't.
He
think,
has both.
He does.
And the Kenner Superpowers toys.
Kind of weird.
The Batcopter is one of the rarest Kenner Superpowers vehicles to find.
Really?
Yeah.
I think more of the plane than maybe the copter.
Right.
That would look kind of weird in that design, but who knows? I think it's gonna be multi-purpose. I think I don't know how much far in the future it is. It's present day, but set in. He's gonna be old. We already know it's an older Batman, so I could see that. I think it's gonna be a multi-purpose. I think you heard it here first. Fanboys Inc. says it's going to be multi-purpose. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
The suit looks great. I think it's weird, Kevin Smith said it best. Anybody can play Batman. You can put him in a suit. It's the Bruce Wayne that is going to be the hard part to do.
Good call.
It's funny with fanboy rage coming out, all Ben Affleck, Batfleck, Daredevil, whatever. All of a sudden, now that they like the suit, Ben Affleck is going to be amazing. I like the suit. It's cool. But once again, I feel the same way as Kevin Smith. Anybody can be Batman in a suit. It's the Bruce Wayne that I'm concerned about. I still think
Affleck could definitely pull off a Bruce Wayne type character.
I agree, but it shows how funny people just jump from one wagon to another.
Right.
Oh, fuck Ben Affleck. Wow, the suit looks amazing. Ben Affleck is going to be awesome.
Yep. That's the problem with fanboy rage. Yeah. People just waffle. They flip-flop.
So, but we don't do that here. So I'm excited for it.
Just don't go back to listen to any pods. Don't double check.
Yeah, don't double check us.
Don't check our work.
If you do, there's 81 of them to go through.
Listen to them for your own personal enjoyment.
Yes, not to call us out. But if you can call us out on something,
we'll send you no prize.
Yeah,
we'll send you a yes prize.
A yes prize. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. Some people are still saying it's hard to get excited for the film, just for the fact of all the bad rumors in the news, and well, we're gonna do this, and then we're not gonna do that. Well, Denzel Washington's in it. I haven't heard shit about that after the announcement. Right. What's going on? Is he gonna be Lex Luthor? Obviously not now.
Right.
Is he gonna be Green Lantern? We don't know. Did he
I'm,
decide to say, "Well, I'm fucking pulling out"? And that's the end of it.
I personally engaged in a conversation with an old buddy on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the fact that this is when Cyborg got confirmed for the movie.
I love that.
It's cool, but I mean, I chimed in. I'm just like, who even cares anymore? Until you're actually showing us some real.
Well, I think that's something to be said about what any of these movies have been doing now. I mean, the teasers and pictures and rumors now have not only been like 6 months prior to a movie. We're going over a year now.
Years. Dude, we're talking about episode 7, and we're still, what, 2 years off?
2 years off. So it's great because you're making that great social campaign connection, but I'm sure there are others like you out there going, I'm tired of fucking hearing about it. Just give us the goddamn film.
Right.
And we've stated this before, and it's been a question going, is it too much? Are they giving us too much now? Are they giving us too many photos? Are they giving us too many leaks? Are they giving us this? I mean, is there a loss of the mystique of, oh my God, I saw it in fanzine, I saw it in a magazine, I saw it in movie whatever.
Saw it in Fangoria.
And then the movie comes in, you're all excited. Now it's like, I've seen the 250 pictures, I've heard all the rumors.
Right. And I think
I'm still gonna go see it, but it's like,
I think part of what the problem for me with the Superman Batman movie as well was it initially gets
DC's doing it, that's why. No.
It just seems that they're just trying so hard to play the catch-up game with Marvel, and so they were, what was it, last San Diego Comic-Con was when they initially revealed the Superman Batman title, and then there's not even a script for it, and the casting hadn't been done.
It was a shoddy announcement.
Well, that's it. It just seemed desperate, and so now it just seems that it's desperation that they're saying, oh, it's going to be Superman Batman. Oh, people don't like the fact that it's Batfleck. Okay, we'll put Cyborg in there. We're gonna get Wonder Woman in there. Who else do you want?
Gal Gadot doesn't fit the profile, and this and that, and blah blah. And she's not a star. I'm like, whatever. You got Ben Affleck. He's a star. Henry Cavill, obviously, he's not a huge star, bigger than Gal Gadot, but she brings that Fast and Furious market in, and she's a pretty face.
Right.
You know, so she's the hot girl for the moment.
Right.
You have the what's his name from Facebook movie there. What's his name?
Oh
there?
yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. Lex Luthor.
Eisenberg, Lex Luthor.
That got a lot.
I don't necessarily know if he's the guy he's the hot guy for the moment, but I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Little young. It's weird because we see these characters.
He's just a little too young.
We see these characters in the books, not age. I mean, the average age is 29 to 31, at least on the Marvel side.
But Lex Luthor was always a little bit older in the books,
So you have Henry Cavill, who obviously looks young, and then you have Ben Affleck, who looks a little older than him. Then you have Gal Gadot that looks like a high schooler, and now you got the kindergartner Lex Luthor coming in. It's all over the place. So that it's going to really depend on their acting. If they can sell the acting, then I don't give a shit if it was really a 6-year-old playing Lex Luthor.
I think Eisenberg could do a good job.
I think so.
Because you watch the movie The Social Network, and he's cold.
Exactly.
He's a dick.
And he's calculated and very pompous.
Yeah.
Perfect Lex without hair.
Yeah.
Or with hair, I should
that's
say.
It. You're going to shave the kid, and he's just going to look like a baby.
Ooh, shave him. What, manscaping? How? Nobody's going to see that.
Shave his head, I say.
Oh, okay.
Shave his hair.
Oh, okay. Which head?
But yeah, he'll just look like a little baby, a little
So it'll be interesting to see that dynamic, especially you would think to Wayne Enterprises and the LexCorp, you would think an older actor would go up against Bruce Wayne, somebody at his age. So it's going to be weird how they set this. Are they going to overlook it? Or are they going to put it in the story somehow? Why we know Lex is younger than everybody else?
Right.
Once again, though, I think it's going to be the acting. The acting is going to sell this, and we've seen young actors portray older people, and you don't even think about it twice because of their acting chops. I'm excited for it. I still think it's good. As far as all the news that's coming out, some people may think it's too much, some people might not. I know our staff got right on it, and I want to say kudos to the new staff over at Fanboys Incorporated. You guys are just pumping out some great articles, and they're right on top of it. If not seconds, we're even before. We hit 2 new articles out before the big boys did. Our boys are on it.
Nice.
So we were the source for a good 40 minutes, and I joke.
Wait, where do we get it from?
My staff, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I don't question where our staff gets it from. Our staff is pretty knowledgeable. They got some connections.
I will say though, seeing the Bat vehicle and seeing Batman in costume, that actually I was like, all right, good.
Got your sparks going.
Yeah.
We're still over a year out on this though.
Yeah.
I mean, how long are you gonna be able to hold that excitement in? You're like, whatever. Okay.
It's already gone.
Pretty soon now, it's just Batfleck. Who cares? I've seen enough pictures. Wow, great, cool.
Didn't I already watch that? No, it hasn't come out yet.
Now we see pictures of the Bat smoke bombs. We've seen those before. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Sure, whatever.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wrapped up last night.
Who cares?
Did you? Real nice. It was the #1 show for yesterday. I assume. I have no idea.
Yeah, you're lying.
I didn't watch it though. Because I'm still a goddamn episode behind. Did you watch it?
I did not.
Dude, you're so behind. If you haven't gotten on board with this show yet, there's something wrong with you.
I was on board, and now I'm off it.
It turned into a good show.
Acting sucks.
Post Captain America 2, man, the show really took off. They really did something good with it.
Okay.
You got to give it another chance, buddy.
I've been watching the episodes, and they just aren't doing it for me.
What do you think about Agent Ward turning on the whole team?
I think he's a double agent.
Yeah, and that's the question. I was thinking that too, but then Patton Oswalt's character, who was in Nick Fury's secret underground base, he kills him.
But does he?
Yeah, because
or is
Sky finds him, and she even looks up, and he's bleeding, and his eye is open, and I'm like, well,
just because he's bleeding couldn't have been his blood? Maybe it was a taser.
Was it a life model decoy? Is
Maybe.
he a robot?
Could
was
be.
it blood? I don't know, but honestly, I
really think it's a double agent.
I would like it. I think it would be better if Ward is a bad guy. He ends up dying at the end of season 1. Get him out of there and get the new who was Garrett's other right-hand guy,
the black guy. Yeah.
What's his name? I like him. I think he's
the
a good
Falcon
actor.
wannabe. Yes, the Falcon wannabe. Yes.
Yeah. I like him though. He's cool.
I like him.
And I think
I think he may even be like the real mole.
No.
I don't know.
He's a good guy.
I don't know.
And then
see, he's got you thinking he's a good guy. That's the first thing in a good villain right there.
Fitz are gonna hook up, or is it Simmons?
Simmons.
Which one's the girl?
Fitz.
You're asking me or telling me?
Simmons. Fitz Simmons. Fitz Simmons.
Two people.
Yeah, whatever. I just can't get into it.
Definitely
it's
good,
too.
man.
It's I just I don't know. I put out a post on my personal.
You who watched what was that damn
Teen Wolf? I
Teen
love
Wolf.
Fucking Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf is great with phenomenal acting, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is crappy acting.
I didn't say the acting was phenomenal ever. Did I ever say that? Let's get that out there
but
right now.
You cannot say that you're not going to get on board with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, I can.
Because the acting is bad.
Yes, I can.
Most of the shows that you watch have bad acting in it.
Yes, I do. And this is worse than most of them. I like Teen Wolf. It's my guilty pleasure. I put a post out on my personal page last night. I finally DirecTV. I didn't realize had the new El Rey network from Robert Rodriguez that we talked about months ago.
Yeah,
the director put out his own network. Grindhouse Fridays. Holy shit, too funny. Really just like some of the movies that Spike TV has, because Spike TV for men.
Yeah.
This is really campy.
Like TV for gore lovers?
No, not gore. Not necessarily gore, but
cheesy.
It's all that cheesy Sunday matinee.
Yeah.
Fridays,
love that shit.
Fridays, Grindhouse Fridays. Then there's all the Bruce Lee movies, all the campy kung fu movies. But they've been doing his own series of Dusk to Dawn. So last night they're running a marathon because the season finale is on next Tuesday at 9 p.m. And thank you for the check, by the way, Robert. And I put a post out going, El Rey's new Dusk to Dawn series is better than S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, I said it. Enough said. Drop mic.
Did Sean Murphy lay into you?
No, he's like, nope. LOL. I'm like, whatever.
See, Sean knows. Sean's got my
Sean
back.
also has admitted that he likes bad TV, so anything he says does not give S.H.I.E.L.D. any credit. He already mentioned that. But I think what it is with Dusk to Dawn, they still have Sex Machine, but it's a different actor. He still got the crotch gun, which was really funny last night because he's like thrusting it and shooting it. It was pretty funny. Selma Hayek's character is similar. She's always walking around in bra and panties, which is makes it a lot better than S.H.I.E.L.D. And the characters of the priest is still there, and then you have two guys in suits that are similar to Clooney and Tarantino's characters.
Okay. See, I only saw it once when it came out all those years ago, so I have a vague recollection of all this shit.
But the series, I think one of the things with S.H.I.E.L.D. that I can't get past is I know these characters, I know what to expect, I'm not getting it. Something like Dusk to Dawn, there is no history. You saw one movie, okay, and it's a Tarantino type movie, blood splatter.
Right.
There's no back history that you're expecting these characters to do or to live up to.
Yeah, but we don't. All these characters were brand new for the show. There was no Coulson before the show.
But we know them from the S.H.I.E.L.D. from the movies.
There was no Ward. There was no Sky. There was no Fitzsimmons.
Will you let me fucking finish?
Yeah.
I already have, but we already have the aspect of the characters as far as like Coulson's concerned, obviously through the movies. I don't like his acting in the TV show compared to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
The comedy seems forced. S.H.I.E.L.D. overall, not the individual characters. Obviously, I know they're plants just because they're new to the show.
Right.
S.H.I.E.L.D. overall seems really campy to me. I don't get it. I don't. It's just something like when the show first came out, when people were like, oh my God, it's going to be like Avengers. I knew it's not going to be. There's no CGI budget. There's none of those big actor budgets. I knew walking in, but as I'm watching it more and more, it's just the acting seems mediocre. I'm expecting a better Deathlock than we're getting.
Oh, I hear you.
I'm expecting better. Hydra's cool, but once again, it's that preconceived notion of what we've thought Hydra was back in the comics, and I understand you got to change things for TV. I think that's what's stopping me in the back of my head is that I just can't get past over it. Well, these should have been better or it's handled differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say the acting is just not holding the part, and maybe it's because of the movies. We're used to seeing big budget movies and the acting is not always stellar, but it's a lot better than this TV show. And that's I think maybe what's holding me back and trying to get really into it.
Yeah, but again, I mean, you're the guy who always is making the point that you can't have that straight transition from the comic book to the TV show or the movie.
I agree, and I try to accept that, but I think it's just the acting and all the little pieces put together is I just can't get into it.
I hear you. Now, I will grant, I mean, I'll give you that, the first like half to 2/3 of the first season were weak and
people
they
made
were trying
excuses
and
for that.
they were definitely You know, it's like they were trying to find their
Groove.
footing, find what they were doing, mesh these characters together, and I think they were making like they would take one step forward or two steps forward, one step back kind of a thing, and they would like have a little bit of a hiccup.
Well, that's Joss Whedon's style of writing too. If you look at the first season of Buffy, which did very well, it was still like, come on.
Yeah, see, I never got into Buffy. But
Angel the same
I know
way.
people fucking love that shit.
Yep.
Firefly
Yep.
that was Joss Whedon as well,
Yep.
right? All that
so,
shit.
and everybody's made the excuse that that's the way Joss writes. And
Right.
I get it. I figured, go strong right out of the gun. Just go
Right.
bam, and it just didn't do it for me.
Right.
I mean, I still watch it. Like I said, I'm not like not watching. I don't watch it that night. I'll have it playing on in the background. I'll actually most of the time it's not even up. It's just the audio's
well, that's
on.
it. I mean,
and
I
just can't get into it.
I think that's part of your problem too, is because like all
it.
your shows you watch, you actually don't actually watch them.
Oh no, I watch
often.
Arrow. Oh no, I watch
Do you?
Arrow. Oh yeah, that's definitely it's on the big screen, and I'll actually sit in the couch here in the studio and
Right.
watch it. I'm not having it on in the background. Yes, I watch Supernatural as well, and that's right on the front screen. But Shield, I'll watch in the beginning of it, and if it loses me, I'll just keep
Right.
the audio in the background
Right,
just
right,
to
right.
keep up with what's kind of going on,
Right.
and just keep doing my work. I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll watch the finale.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the
And
finale.
I'll look
It's
into the
definitely
new
gotten better.
season. I'll look into the new season when it
Yep.
comes out and give it a shot one more time. But
Let's get some more costumes on the goddamn show.
How
though.
about
like the
good
other
ones?
day, we got what do we got? The
Deathlock
character.
sucks though.
He still sucks, you know.
Oh, it's awful.
Fucking, he's just got the cheese in a bodysuit, and he's got what the fucking.
He's the 90210
platelets.
version of
I
Deathlock.
don't even know what the fuck he is.
Hi, it's Deathlock here.
I make a stupid joke saying he's cheesy like the '90s version, but he's not even that cool.
No, not even. Not
even close. But we did get the character Blackout. He's
Yes,
an Avengers
yes.
villain the other day. That was good. But I love. Yeah, man. I just like. The
Didn't
fact
Blackout? Wasn't he in Ghost Rider as well?
No,
who am I thinking
that is
of?
another
Who am I
character. That is
But-
another character. His name is Blackout, but
yes.
not the same guy.
Same guy. Right,
Yeah.
correct.
But
Yeah,
I
because
do
he was
like.
pale and had fangs and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was actually in a Superior Spider-Man Annual #1 last year.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
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 But no, I do like how Agent Ward flips on the team. I like the fact that he's fucking killing people left and right, and I am looking
I think
forward
he's a
to.
double agent.
I really hope not. But then at the same time, you're like, you can't.
Can we
you
kill
can't
Sky?
Kill Sky. Get rid of Ward.
She can come to my house. I'll just, she could just stay here petrified in my house.
You can't kill Victoria Hand that quick in the show. So that's what
No,
leads.
no.
That there is that thing in the back of my head saying like, all right, Ward, he can't be the double agent because Hand can't be dead yet. But I
Mhm.
still don't know what's going on. He's still killing other people. What the fuck is up with that?
Is he killing them or is he stunning them with a stun gun?
I don't know. We're
See?
gonna find out with the season finale.
With Maria Hill.
Yeah, Maria Hill's back on the show. So we'll see. I gotta still watch.
She can come to my house too.
I'm 2 episodes behind.
I'll tell her who her father is,
I-
not her mother.
I don't think Sky's looking for.
I'm not talking
or
about
not
Sky.
I don't think Maria Hill's looking for her parents.
It's not what I was saying, but okay. Anyway, Arrow season finale tonight.
Yeah, you excited?
I am.
You'll watch that one.
No, unfortunately, I cannot
Why? What do you got going on?
because I don't get it. I don't get the CW
Oh,
because
okay.
the headquarters has a big giant tree in the backyard of it, and I can't get local channels on that section. So I'll watch it at 3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
when it goes online. I'm excited for it. I'm loving the show. Once again, I can't say enough about DC, how they're integrating their characters, Suicide Squad. I'm just loving the whole thing, and I think that too. I mean, I can deal with the campiness, the tweener episodes.
Uh-huh.
They handle it very well. Something maybe I would like to see Marvel handle a little bit better than what they're trying to do. They're just throwing pretty people in there. Let's handle it a little bit better. There's a couple tween episodes in there, and there are themes going on. Arrow's doing really well. Announced, well, we brought it up last week, Gotham. It's going to be Monday nights.
Okay.
So it's going to be Gotham versus Monday Night Football. Holy shit. That's going to be a tough time slot. Tough time slot.
Good call. Didn't think about that because I don't like
so,
sports.
So you might see a lot more DVR'd action for Gotham.
Right.
I doubt it. I think the first episode, you might see some NFL or football stats drop that Monday that Gotham comes out. We don't have the exact date, I don't believe yet. I'm excited for it. It's gritty. I'm loving it. We put up an article today about another. They put out their trailer last week. There's another new clip and some director commentary over on fanboysinc.com. Go check that out. That just got released today. Also, in the Arrow season finale, if you haven't seen, there will be the Flash at the end running around. We've seen some clips of that, so that's definitely going to see that. I'm excited to see that. I don't know if it's going to be. I think they're going to make it's Barry Allen, but I think it's going to be Wally West's type character, that campy, funny jokester type. I mean, Barry Allen's not necessarily like that, but he is young in this show. So you're going to get probably more of the lighthearted comedic side, even though the suit's dark. It's based in the Arrow universe. Could we get some cameos? Now that would be cool.
Right.
I'd love to see a crossover.
I'm actually kind of excited for the Flash.
So
he's just, I mean, man, he's got one of the coolest costumes in comics.
Well, if you're in comics, I don't know about on TV. I mean, I like the costume. I love the costume. I like it. A lot of people.
Damn good.
The thing is, I mean, we're never gonna. It's almost impossible to get that exact replication of a suit. I mean, people aren't built that way.
You know what though? They fucking did a great job with the original late '80s TV show.
Didn't.
That costume.
No, they didn't.
That costume looks.
First
good.
off,
you could buy the damn series on Blu-ray at Walmart for $10.
What's his name? Jeff.
The guy who played Flash.
Yeah. He should have been the Dark Knight. No Flash was that bulky. Come on. He was too big.
He looked good.
And that foam cheesy shit.
It looked good.
You can get that exact costume at the Hollywood or Halloween store.
What the hell am I doing here then?
Because that's about how much it's worth. $35.
It looked like
it looked awesome back then. But
he
was too big to be Flash. I like the guy who's playing him now.
Who was the guy playing him? I don't even know.
I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
And it's the same guy that appeared in the Arrow show, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, same one. I like him. He's skinny. He's thin. He's the Flash that you should be, and I think that works. The suit, I like the suit. I don't give a shit. It's not tight fitting. I mean, there's explanations for it. What's gonna rip? No, if you're the Flash, there's an aura around him that protects him, just like Superman.
Duh.
But they're like, well, we've seen it ripped. I'm like, it only works at a certain speed through the Speed Force. Now we don't know if they're gonna use the Speed Force here. I know that there was the traditional lightning chemical explosion in Arrow.
Might get too deep if they want to try and introduce the actual Speed Force, though.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, who really knows? But
but there's explanations for all you fanboy haters out there, so shut the hell up. What else do we got? Well, we're going to do it. Mr. Jose Pierre's Kickstarter is still going. So, guys, please check out Kickstarter.com and type in The Liberator. I believe it is day 15. So go check that out. There's a brand new reward there. Go check out the $65 reward there. Nice. You might recognize a few peeps there. Once again, check that out. Kickstarter.com, The Liberator. Also, we got some more movie news. Tatum Channing confirmed as Gambit. Wow, yeah, pretty much.
Shut the fuck up.
So Gambit is now a stripper. Kajong guarantee.
It's just fucking. Oh man, you might as well have like Keanu Reeves, just like, whoa.
Whoa, I just threw a deck of cards.
Ma chérie. Fucking, he's just such a.
Can he take off his clothes as well as he can throw a card?
I mean, like, you'd think Duke would be the perfect character for him in the G.I. Joe movie. I don't even think he did a good job with that.
Duke? Yeah, it was awful. He's not even a Duke. He's a dick.
Fucking douche.
And what's funny is he approached them.
Really?
And got the deal. So is that the new trend? Vin Diesel goes to Marvel, and now he gets the deal. I mean, so Tatum Channing goes to...
Take a second and think of a better character that would be suited for Channing Tatum. Because he's definitely got the look.
Mojo?
He could act. like Nova. He could do Nova. Richard Rider as, Channing Tatum is Richard Rider.
So you say he'd make a great gay character.
Who's Nova?
Oh, I'm thinking of
North Star.
North Star. Well, I'm thinking mutant. That's why I'm thinking Nova. With Nova. Well,
like the original Nova.
Let's put him in an X-Men movie first. Let's take an X-Men character, not a Marvel character.
Aren't they thinking about doing a Nova movie?
No.
We should.
Okay.
It'd be good to interstellar
that's what was confusing me. You're crossing movies
here. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's just
give him an X-Men character.
Let's just pick all right, you want to pick an X-Men character for what's his nuts to be? Channing Tatum can
North
be
Star.
A Morlock.
No, he's too pretty. And
I
he's
know,
not.
right?
He's too pretty.
Let's
baby.
cover him in
Pretty
makeup
boy.
so
He'll
he
be
can't-
Pretty Boy Morlock. He'll be the one who gets picked on all the
Well,
time.
Pretty Boy, I think that was Pretty Boy. He's one of the Reavers. One of the cybernetic fucking mutant hunters.
I thought he was.
Donald Pierce.
Wasn't he one of the outsiders in that movie?
I don't even know. Like the Outsiders movie?
Yeah,
never
Pretty Boy.
actually-
Pretty
I never
Boy.
actually saw
Wasn't
that
it? I
movie.
think wasn't there a Pretty Boy? I think
don't
there was
know.
a Pretty Boy.
I never saw it. So Channing Tatum, Gambit, fucking A. Not excited for this at all, but that's just what happens when you get the big name stars come sniffing around Marvel's office door because they realize that these are the movies that are making the cash cows, the big money makers. And like I said,
But let's talk about that trend. Now that an actor who needs work or is like, oh, I think I can be a K-John, goes into the studio and tells him, and then they get the job. That's unheard of.
Yeah, but do we really think that he's going to be pulling off some Cajun accent? I mean, it's not like when
better.
It's not like when Colossus talks in the movie, he has a Russian accent.
Oh yeah, that's true. Has he really talked enough really to hear an accent or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. No, I will say
4 words is enough to get an accent.
Yeah, pretty much. Nightcrawler they did a fine job with. I like the guy that did Nightcrawler.
I did.
Yeah.
I did like him. I mean, and that's very integral to his character. I mean,
Yeah.
because of his heritage. Not that Colossus being Russian isn't. Once again, I mean, who knows? Maybe it was a political thing. Maybe they didn't want him to be
I
Russian.
think it's just one of those things where just like we just got.
He better have an accent.
All we need for the actor of Colossus, because I mean, his first appearance in the second movie, he had the 2 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, we just need a big, bulky, beefy guy.
Right.
And honestly, I barely remember his fucking appearance in the third movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't
I don't think he had
anything
much
stellar.
action. Yeah.
He's going to get a lot now. He's
Yeah.
going against a Sentinel.
About fucking time. It's
I know.
fucking Colossus. He's like one of the most popular fucking X-Men.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. We better get a Cajun accent. We better get something. Not Cajun spicing. I want fucking yeah.
I'm gonna throw my cards at you. What the fuck was that?
Mon
I don't even know.
chéri.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. And like once again, just like everybody with Batfleck, you know, everybody's up in arms. I can't see it until we see him in a costume and maybe a screen test. And
Right.
But he's not my first choice. He's too.
No.
But-
It's too bulky.
But
would you say?
isn't Remy though a kind of a pretty boy in the comics? I
Yeah.
mean, he does.
And
So
I don't think he's like a super strong. He's not a big bulky guy.
no,
either.
definitely not, definitely
You know,
not.
he's
And,
kind
and
of a skinny guy.
Chanham's a little bigger than maybe he should be.
Yeah, he's got bulk.
Who would we like to see as Gambit?
I'd have to think about it.
Me.
You?
Yeah,
you're skinny, twiggy little guy.
I have a bad accent though.
Just put a trench coat.
Cajun.
Just put a trench coat on you.
Well, usually there's nothing on underneath it, so I got to be careful with that. So, I don't know. We'll put out our speculations. Next week we'll figure out who we think is the best. Or guys, who do you think would be better than Tatum? Or do you really think Tatum would be good? Because I know Jason Moore would love him as the Punisher. So
There you go. Hey, Channing Tatum is the Punisher.
Really, just kill
take
the franchise even more than it already has.
I think it's already dead.
He's too pretty to be the Punisher.
You
Hello.
could grit him up.
I'm gonna punish you.
You could dirty him up.
What's going on here? I'm
Any
getting
tweets over there, big guy?
I'm getting some Instagram notifications. Ooh, nothing that we can talk about on the podcast. But
here's some other news.
yeah.
I recently hit 1,000 my feedback rating on eBay just this morning, yesterday, last
that
night,
good?
This morning. Yeah, I hit 1,000 positive reviews. So everybody's happy with my services. buying and
250
selling.
of them are mine.
You've never bought anything from me.
But I left a review.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Is that good? I mean, is that low? Or I mean, is that
I don't
how's
know.
the standard?
For me, I mean, I've been freaking dealing with eBay, doing eBay shit for I don't know, over 10 years, like 13 years now. So I thought
it's
just
taken you 10 years,
finally
13
hit
years to get
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
You better get busier on that eBay account.
Yeah. I better spend more ridiculous amounts of money buying and selling shit.
Yeah, well, you're gonna.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
So movie news. We don't have much more in the movie news. Once again, Snyder took over the best. And it was cool. I gotta say, Tatum came out first. And that was everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking Snyder's tweet. Yeah, who's Tatum?
Yeah,
what?
right.
Gambit? What?
Yeah. Nobody
That was
cares.
blasted all over the place. So that was awesome.
And we did get episode 7 casting, like they did the casting for episode 7. Honestly, I didn't even look at it. I'm not paying attention to it. You know, and it's partially because what we're talking about. You know, it's like this movie is still so far out. I'm not getting excited.
Yeah,
for it.
there was a cast reading picture,
Yeah.
black and white with everybody
Yep.
there.
Yep.
You told me Carrie Fisher lost 40 pounds.
That's it. I think I read somewhere else. Her agent put out a
She
tweet.
could be Jabba's son now, or daughter. I mean, now.
Carrie Fisher is shedding the weight, trying to get.
Well, that was part of the deal.
For her movie. Yeah.
Her and Hamill were told that they needed physical trainers for this.
That's great.
The casting news is cool. We supposedly Luke Skywalker's son was cast.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that storyline.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of fans are making a buzz because Disney has been very apparent in saying we are pretty much dismissing all the expanded universe stuff. So
everything Dark Horse has done?
Pretty much. And you really got to kind of just start with a blank slate. I mean, if you're going to
Well, you're going to take it away from Dark Horse, too. So
yeah, but if you're making episode 7, 8, 9, I mean, I don't even think George Lucas, if he was going to make those movies, was really going to be worried too much about, what happened in issue number 74 of
No, because
Tales of the Jedi
Lucas
series.
has a script for 7 and 8. And I think that was part of the Disney deal.
Okay.
We've seen that loose script, and I think that was part of the deal that they took whatever Lucas had and probably expelled on it.
Okay. But yeah, the point is, the expanded universe is pretty much, it's just fun and you love it.
Well, it's crazy because
but don't worry about it. Don't think that it's going to make its way.
Isn't there different expanded? I mean, there's different storylines going all over the place, and don't forget your pocket novels. Since the original Star Wars, there's been stories of. I remember. I think I still have one of. It was a solo story with
the
Han.
Solo stories
with Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So
I never read those.
Trying to touch on all that, you're just shoot yourself now. There's just so much shit going on.
Yeah.
Now, can I see them because they're going to take over the property? Could I see them maybe possibly pulling maybe a popular character out of the book and use them as a cameo or a name reference?
I don't even think they're going to do that. I mean, and that's part of it too. I mean, I don't even think they're going to go as far as that stuff. They're just like, we are ignoring this. We're not worrying about this stuff at all. We're just going to start over, and that's fine, man.
I don't care either way. I mean, for me personally, I don't care either way. I haven't read any of the expanded universe, so it'd be kind of new. It'd be cool for me anyway.
Right.
Obviously, you'll get your fanboyers out there, fanboy rage, star ragers, and going nuts. I mean, some of you got to be happy it's not Lucas touching this film again. I know everybody was pissed off about the first 3.
I mean, for me, I loved reading The Heir to the Empire and The Shadows of the Empire back in the 90s, and I was collecting all the toys again at that point and started getting into some of the comic books and shit like that. But yeah, man, you just take them for what they are. And that's it. Don't worry about if they fit exactly into the movies. I think just enjoying them at face value. That's what you want to do. That's the best way to go about it.
I agree. I will see. I mean, and they're doing one movie a year.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. Obviously, what they're doing is they're going to film all 3 together.
Yeah.
And doing a Hobbit move there where they're going to do all 3 Lord of the Rings move there. So and that's good. Your actors are getting older, so you don't want too much time spread. We don't want to see Harrison Ford in a walker trying to get on a Millennium Falcon. We saw pictures of Chewbacca for the first time, and everybody's like, is he going to have grayer hair? Is he going to look older? He kind of looks the same. So hopefully, I mean, obviously, maybe he just ages slower. Who knows? I'd like to see more Wookiees though.
Actually,
I love seeing all the Wookiees.
I just want to make a point though, and there's a perfect example because in the novelization series, like in the books, Chewbacca's dead. Like Chewbacca.
Spoiler alert! Way to go. No.
He died like 10 years ago in the books.
Did he really?
Yeah, he sacrifices himself, I think, to save Han and Leia's kids or some shit like that. I wasn't reading the expanded universe stuff at the time, but I remember, hearing about that. Chewbacca died.
Did he have kids? Maybe it's Chewbacca's son.
Who knows? But that's just it. They're ignoring all that.
Just Chew.
You can't make a new Star Wars movie and not have Chewbacca in it.
No, I agree.
I mean, Chewbacca was in episode 3 for crying out loud.
We got some tweets here.
What do you got, big guy?
Just going through some of them. Back to Onto S.H.I.E.L.D. I think Antone Triplett, black member of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., will be the link to Agent Carter because of the grandfather talk.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Agent Carter is having her own show now as well. Post Cap 1. Yes. Post-World War II era.
Could be.
Yeah, now my question is this going to be too much spy TV coming from Marvel now? I mean, do we need another
Have you not seen any of the NCIS episodes and string-offs?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There's like 7 of them every week.
That is true.
I think there used to be a Miami. There was a Las Vegas for a while. Then, then there was Hoboken.
Yeah, right. NCIS Duluth.
Yeah, Albany, Troy. So who knows?
Fair enough.
Once again, but overall, you bring up another good point that I feel too much too quick. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it, but spread it out a little bit. It's the desperate move. It's getting the cash cow.
Wait a second. So Green Arrow, how many seasons is Green Arrow in? They're in 2 seasons, but we have a Flash and we now have Gotham coming out.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's too much.
Oh, you think it's too much?
No, I'm not saying just Marvel. I'm just saying comic-related properties
Right.
all together. I mean, we still have Constantine coming out on NBC.
I did see
which
the trailer
is
for that.
awesome.
That looked fucking badass.
And it was cool because the special effects with the angels remind me of the angels from Supernatural, and they do a really great special effects and everything. I like it. It's grittier than I expected for NBC, but not gritty enough for Constantine.
Right.
But still happy with the trailer. Happy that it's that grittiness a little more than you would expect on NBC.
Looks a little terrifying.
And he's, he looks like John Constantine, not fucking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, looks like the guy. Now, hang on a second. Let's backtrack for a second because you just made a good point. You're talking about the NCIS shows and all those shows in general. I mean, you think about it, they all kind of just came out and they were popular, so let's keep making more of those. I mean, Dick Wolf produced every crime drama out there, so now we're maybe seeing a shift from the crime shows to
but will they hold as well?
Superhero
True. I'm not disagreeing with you.
What if Dick Wolf got involved with producing like a crime superhero show? That'd be badass.
What if Dick Wolf did Gotham?
That'd be badass.
I think that would be pretty badass. Not that I'm not liking the direction it's going already.
Right.
But I wonder if Dick Wolf would.
Who do we have to talk to?
Give Dick Wolf Shield.
There you go.
I'd watch it again.
Hell yeah.
I'd watch that again.
I've watched the shit out of that.
Yes, I think that would be cool. But once again, I mean, the NCIS is a different target market, obviously. It's for older people and not into capes and whatever. And a lot of them have dropped, like Law and Orders. I think there was a couple different Law and Orders, and a couple of them have dropped. We're going to see some drop. I mean, it's not and the thing is with that, it was always NCIS this or Law and Order this. We're not going to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Mighty Avengers. We're not going to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Damage Control. We're not going to see. So it's not tied in exactly like that. The only 2 we know of right now is Arrow and Flash.
Damage Control. That could be a good show.
That'd be a comedian.
Well, that's it. Really? I mean, do a superhero comedy.
We
talked about it.
Yeah, but how boring would that be? Well, we want to see a bunch of guys cleaning up shit? But isn't that like Kings of Queens? No, wait a minute. He's not a garbage truck guy, is he?
No, he's a UPS delivery guy, King of Queens.
One of the same.
No, man, you could actually
one drops off shit, the other one picks up shit.
You could have some funny shit dealing with, a crew of misfits that are trying to deal with
work release programs from what is it?
Like a supervillain fucking.
What is it? Prison 42 or whatever the level. What is it?
Oh yeah, Prison 42.
Yeah. And they're on the Damage Control.
Right.
Where they're picking up all the shit from Thor and everybody else.
But at the same time, you could have like office antics going on because obviously, they're trying to deal with being an insurance company, dealing with superhero battles, heroic battles. So you could have like quick little cameos of fucking Thor flying away, and then here, all right, let's clean this mess up. He just beat Ulick the cave troll in Manhattan.
I'll let you have all of that, and
I'm gonna start writing this down.
You pitch that all on your own. I'll let you take care of all of that. Once again, no, I don't know if it's too quick, too soon. I don't know. I understand as a corporate decisions, cash cow the fuck out of it. Let's get the money while we can, but do these when they're thinking about this, are they thinking long term? Do they think long term, longevity here, or are they thinking, okay, we got 3 years, we're gonna bang it out, make a shit ton of money, and then
just
5 years down the road to see the cause of the fact that you could have killed the culture in a way, the pop culture market, God forbid, and they're like, really, we got to go through. Just like the 90s in comics, everybody's like, oh yeah, I don't wear comics anymore. Look what the comics were in the 90s. Are we going to say that 20 years down the road? In the 20-teens when they had all these comic book TV shows, it was awful.
Right.
So who knows?
It might come to that. Yeah,
I hope not.
But I mean, the fact
greed always gets in the way.
I think that we're just actually at the beginning of all the superhero TV shows.
True.
You know, because Arrow's been out and Smallville was years ago. But the fact that it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, now we're going to get Gotham, now we're going to get The Flash.
Right.
You know, what's next?
Our Man. That's in the works.
Have we heard of
Nothing.
Constantine is on TV?
Don't forget Heroes.
Now, what other Marvel property could we adapt for the small screen?
Well, you remember, you got Daredevil, which is going to be, well, that's Netflix, and Luke Cage.
Yep.
13 hours pretty much.
It's
a 13-hour
long movie.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Now, would you watch that every week, or would you wait for all 13 to come out?
That's a real good question.
I think I'd wait for all 13.
Because I love just
I think I'd watch the first episode maybe. I don't know.
Because I love taking a show to Pound Town, you know, and just plowing through episodes. Like right now I'm watching a shit ton of Scrubs on Netflix, and I love it.
So you can just sit there and watch every episode and not have to wait. Yeah,
so then just think about just fucking watching 13 hours of Daredevil. Imagine the smell.
Don't call me.
Imagine how bad you'll smell after watching 13 hours of Daredevil.
You know how much Red Bull and vodka that would be, and Doritos and pizza?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Like all of a sudden you get up and it's like you've aged 2 years.
Yeah, right.
You're 75 pounds.
I'm in a giant pile of pepperoni crumbs and
there's
shit
just wrappers
bags everywhere.
all over and crushed up twisted tea cans all over you.
Oh my god, that would be too funny. Small screen property?
I think the New Warriors might do good on the small screen because you could play up the tween market. You know,
CGI special effects though.
But
a little hard for them.
And that's
for that group of characters.
Well, that's it. I wonder how it would play out with having that large of a cast, because you'd have like 6 or 7 characters.
It's called a soap opera. It's on every day, usually from 11 to 3.
Yeah, but how much CGI are in the soap operas?
None.
But Arrow, I mean, they have do they have like a cast?
They have a decent. But remember, there was no superpowers in there for the first season.
That's right.
Not that there weren't superpowers in the universe. There was a big problem with that.
Right.
Next year, I think they're lifting that.
So New Warriors, you could get away with doing like 6 characters on the team. No.
Give us New Mutants.
New Mutants? That'd be I would watch that TV show.
That. Yeah. Give us Emma Frost. If El Rey can do it on Dust to Dawn with a girl walking around in bra and panties every episode, I don't see why not.
What network should put that on then? Put it on the El Rey network.
No. No. What network would I put that on? Probably AMC. AMC.
With HBO or like Showtime, everybody able to get a Marvel property.
There's got to be a downside to that because not everybody has HBO.
Right.
So you have to get it through subscription, whatever. If it's on cable
but I mean,
TV,
think about the success of
Sopranos.
Yes, things like The Sopranos and Californication. But it's fucking super popular.
Yeah.
And that seems to be like the shift, because you could do the more mature TV shows on the pay network.
Well, all right. Well, another question. You think HBO and Showtime and Skinamax are a dying breed now that we have Netflix and Hulu coming out with their own original films?
It's a good question, but honestly, I don't pay attention enough to...
For $7.99 a month, I get a shit ton from, let's say, Netflix.
Right.
More so than we're watching reruns on HBO of crap movies, and you got to wait an extra month to 2 months to get it on HBO before you get it on Netflix, or even, another thing, direct downloads through the PS3 network.
Right.
I mean, they don't have original content, but you can get it 9 times out of 10. You can get it a day or 2 days before it even comes out on DVD through PS3.
Are people just getting the HBO subscriptions just to get that exclusive content then, just to watch shows like The Sopranos?
Is it worth it though? I mean, your cable. You break down your cable subscription service.
And we even brought up too, like, if you don't have Netflix, are you going to go out and get Netflix just to watch shows like Daredevil?
I think that's going to happen. For $7.99, I think that's going to happen a lot. And, of course, you're going to get the overflow of that. Okay, well, I got Netflix. Maybe I'll watch something else. So, yeah, but I think the initial
I agree.
Purchase is going to be for the Marvel. And I think that was a smart move on Netflix, Disney, and Marvel's deal.
Yep. It's good. New Comic Day.
New Comic Day. We want, let's see, we got... some comic news. Marvel Unlimited puts out a special gift for your new subscribers. If you've known before, I did it a few years ago when I got the Doctor Doom released 3 3/4 with the Infinity Gauntlet. Loved it. Last year was the Golden Ultron and Logan, depending on your subscription.
Yeah, Old Man Logan.
And this year they knock it out of the park with the best ever prize ever. So go right over there and subscribe because you get a fucking free digital copy of Amazing Spider-Man #1. What?
Womp,
Wah, wah.
womp.
Wow, great. So I get digital screen caps of full page, special splash pages, limited variant covers. I could probably wait a month and I could probably Google that shit for free and not have to worry about spending the $69 a year that I'm going to get on it.
I thought it was $99.99 for the year subscription.
It could be. I remember was that 99?
I think I saw it was like $9.99
I
a month.
thought mine was 69 when I got mine.
Maybe you got an exclusive deal.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
But
I could just wait a month and somebody's gonna put it out on Google.
Yeah. I will admit I saw that. It seems like a little bit weak of a incentive.
Very.
Yeah. But I mean the subscription.
I'll take
service,
a slap in the face before I buy it.
The subscription is pretty nice though. I mean, because you're paying like $10 a month, or if you do the full year subscription, you're paying less than $10 a month for access to over 15,000 Marvel comic books. That is pretty nice.
Oh, Philip says Netflix drops all their shows at once.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we
plow
can
all the way through Daredevil in one sitting.
We're gonna have a blind plowing session.
I'm gonna fucking gorge myself on that show. I cannot wait.
I'm glad I don't live with you.
I'm gonna be so bound up. You need some fiber.
Some fiber. Thanks, Phil. I did not realize that. I'm not a Netflix user, so I do not know.
But what else? Yeah, the fucking Amazing Spider-Man.
I mean, you got that. Yeah, that's not stellar. I mean, granted, you get some great extra variant covers and whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
But in Spidey news, obviously, Amazing Spider-Man 2 got knocked out of #1 slot last week.
So soon.
So quick.
What knocked it out?
Captain
America 2.
No, yeah, right. I'd laugh my ass off.
Is Cap 2 still in the theaters
yes.
right now? No shit.
It was a comedy, I believe.
Oh, The Neighbors.
Yes.
With Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. I heard it was actually
knocked
hysterical.
Amazing Spider-Man right out. Twip that, bitch.
I will say I heard The Neighbors was hysterical. I look forward to seeing that one.
So, other rumored news that Marvel takes back Spider-Man. It's tweeted out yesterday.
What do you mean takes back?
The property rights from Fox.
No shit.
Yes.
Whoa.
That is the rumor running around the internet from a mysterious tweet.
We haven't gotten any confirmation.
No
on that,
100% confirmation yet. Pro or con?
That's a wicked pro. That's fucking awesome. It's amazing. It's spectacular. It's superior. It's sensational. It's web of.
I have a con.
Adjectiveless.
I have a con.
What?
Of course I do, right? With the popularity of Marvel movies, they centralized the character with Iron Man being their stable to bring all the rest of the Avengers around.
Yeah.
Bringing Spider-Man back now to Marvel, are we going to have to deal? How is he going to fit into a already organized universe? Minus Guardians of the Galaxy, but that still might even be put in the universe. We don't know yet. There could be some post clip with Iron Man or something to tie it in. Are we going to have to sit through another fucking origin story because they love fucking origin stories? Is it going to be now Spider-Man and the Avengers? How is he going to be tied in? Could he be now the new? Could he possibly replace? These are all devil advocates. Could he replace Tony Stark as now being the central character to focus on being around the team? I see them possibly. Because now this is the second reboot. Let's be honest. You have the Tobey Maguire. Now you have two Andrew Garfield. Now we're gonna have another fucking reboot.
Yeah.
Does this make sense from what Andrew Garfield said that he's no longer Spider-Man after this one? That's been rumors. Have we heard? Has this been in talks for so long that Andrew already kind of knew that and he tweeted out a hint to us saying, "Yeah, I'm out." I would want him back. I mean, Marvel, if you're going to take him, if this is a confirmed deal that Spider-Man's coming back to the universe, make sure you have Andrew Garfield in there. If it's a reboot, it's a little easier to take with the same character.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing every movie being a James Bond type movie. I mean, Batman's a prime example of that.
You know what, though? Let me stop you right there. If they do a reboot, if Marvel does get the Spidey property back, we do a reboot, we get Andrew Garfield, and we're going to do the origin again with Andrew Garfield. That'll be the second time we're seeing Andrew Garfield.
I'm hoping they don't, though.
Right.
But is it going to be the Marvel Ultimate Universe that this Amazing Spider-Man 2 is kind of loosely based on?
Right.
Not the Avengers isn't. It's not as much. It's going to be confusing. Right. We talked about this pods past. Now you're going to be stepping on your own toes. You're taking a character that you haven't touched in years.
Right.
and now you're gonna throw him in the universe.
Right.
It could be a bad move. Will it be as bad as what Sony just did? But I mean, they weren't breaking any records with this.
Right.
Nobody's given it more than like a 7, I think. I mean, obviously some people love it, but the majority, it's averages like a 7.75 out of 10 if they're lucky.
I'll tell you what, if we do get Marvel gets Spidey back and they bring him back into the universe, I don't care who's playing the character right now, but man, I would almost be willing to sit through another origin as long as they could.
Fuck me.
As long as they can thread it into the other Marvel U.
I can't do it. I can't.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. You know my feeling on origin stories.
How about they do the origin in the beginning of the movie with graphics?
Yep.
Do that. That's perfectly fine. Whatever.
Wrap it up in 5
Or don't
minutes.
even do it. Right. Just do it in the imagery, flashing. Either it's going to be motion graphics or live action.
Yeah.
And don't even fucking touch it once the movie starts.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Let's
You got
be
bit
honest,
by the spider.
everybody, you have to be living in a deep, dark, dank hole to not know the origin of Spider-Man at this point.
I dated a girl like that once.
Blah, blah.
Yeah, true. Same with Batman. Same with Superman.
Right.
I think
Right. Same with a lot of these characters.
I might even be
especially.
safe to say maybe a Wonder Woman as well. I mean.
No, but my point is,
Yeah,
he's had 5 movies now. We get who the fuck Spider-Man is.
Do we?
We know.
Do we though?
Multiple cartoon shows.
Have we really gotten in the essence of Peter Parker? Have we really?
We haven't. Scrap the whole thing and start over. Start from back to the drawing board. Start at year 1. Start at day 1. Start with him in the goddamn lab getting bitten by the.
I will tell you that this. We speculated this months ago that this is going to be the deal. Marvel and Disney will have all their properties back. I guarantee it by the time within the next 10 years.
By the time this genre is played
out, Marvel will finally be able to get their shit back.
Guys, we can make that movie that you always wanted. We don't want to watch these movies anymore.
We speculated this, and it's happening.
What?
If this is confirmed, then it's happening. That
Right.
Marvel and Disney's plan is to take them all back.
Good. Do it.
Once again, once you got to watch your time frames, your universes. It gets a lot more. What do I want to say? Confusing.
Yeah, but let's look at it this way. I mean, how hard is it to do that in the comic books? And they've been doing it well for 70 plus.
But you haven't been doing these type of movies for that many years either.
I know. But my point is, you're always going to have to worry about stepping on somebody else's toes and where this character is and make sure the continuity is correct.
And if this happens, DC better just go back to selling hot dogs because that's going to kill them.
Yeah. And let's make another point too. For all the goddamn movie that Marvel and Disney are making, they, you can get your shit right.
Are we gonna
get it right? Get it right, Disney and Marvel.
They are getting it right. The problem is everybody. I'm still waiting for the other the other shoe to drop.
What other shoe?
I'm waiting for the Marvel Disney movie.
What? Oh, like a crappy one.
Yeah,
bomb.
If you start taking all these characters, your percentage of is
right.
getting bigger now of making a shitty movie because now you're pushing out a shit ton of movies.
Right.
All of a sudden now Marvel just took over the entire movie theater for the next. Anytime you go to the theater, there's always a superhero movie playing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Part of me, the 5-year-old, is like, yeah, that's awesome. The other part of me is like, really, what happened to the romantic comedies? No,
there will always be romantic. It's a superhero romantic comedy.
Wasn't that Captain America 2? So we'll see. There's going to be cons to this. There's going to be some problems with it. But they will handle. And you can't say, well, Marvel will handle it better than Sony. How do we know that?
Right.
I mean, it's still a Marvel leased product to Sony. Marvel still has some little control of it, so they've been handling it. Obviously, not as well, but just because it comes back to your home base does not necessarily mean you've been out of touch with the character on the big screen that you'll be able to handle it well.
Right.
Correct?
Oh yeah, I definitely.
So I think that's going to be some issues with that. Still, the fanboy in me wants to see Spidey swinging with some Avengers around him. I think that'd just be fucking sweet.
If Spidey goes back to Marvel, then what's going to happen with the confirmed Sinister Six movie and the Venom movie?
True.
We could just scrap those. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't fucking realize.
Remember now, this is a pure speculation. I mean, we've seen a couple tweets, and I forgot the guy's name. I'll have to remember.
But I'll even say, what right do we even need to see a Sinister Six movie?
I don't think a Sinister Six movie, and I'll stand by this till the day I died, that villains can't hold their own. I know that you feel that the book is done well, or the Superior Foes of Spider-Man does well, and it might reflect well on the big screen. I just can't see it. It doesn't. It's not intriguing for me personally to go see it. But villains are nothing without. Who are they going to fight?
No. You can't say that because we talked about this last week with Joe. Because I even made the mention that Superior Foes of Spider-Man, that would make a great TV show.
Yes.
But think about all the anti-hero TV shows that are out: The Sopranos, Californication, Breaking Bad.
Once again, they're on the small screen. Why aren't they on the big screen?
Let's see.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I'm trying to think of an
TV,
example. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a big screen example.
I can't.
Yeah.
But a full-blown villain movie without a hero.
Well, that's it.
I don't think I could.
You gotta have a hero in there somewhere, right?
What's going to be? Just a bunch of guys going on? What are they going to do? They're going to do this story like the Batman animated series where they all talk around on getting their ass kicked by Spider-Man?
Well, I'm sure it's going to be something they're fighting amongst themselves. But
and what B-rated hero are you going to use? Speedball?
That'd be great. I love Robbie Baldwin.
That would be Damage Control. There you go. You got the villains breaking shit, and Damage Control is the heroes.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Cleaning up the shit.
You are on board with me. Perfect.
On the small screen.
So that's an interesting speculation, interesting theories.
And we'll stay on top of that for you guys to see if that. And once again, it's not confirmed.
Yeah.
So, but that's the rumors out there right now. Right now, pros outweigh cons.
Oh yeah.
But I think the cons are pretty strong. They're pretty valid. But once again, I think I'd be happy just to bring him back home. Having a web slinger back home would be nice.
Now, getting back to new comics, because I think we trailed off from that. What's on your new comic list?
Well, we still have more Spidey news.
What Spidey news?
Spidey news.
Superior
Spider-Man comes back. Spider-Puss makes it back August with 32 and 33, August and September. Co-written by Dan Slott and Crystal Gage.
Yeah. Now what? This is like going to be the epilogue that kicks off the Spider-Verse,
well,
right?
the issue 32 and 33 gives us a little bit closer look, because if anybody had their spider sense tingling, issue 19 you'll see Octavius, Spider-Puss, do a real quick temporal flash. Now you find out where he went. He goes into the 2099 universe, hence why we have 2099 Spider-Man coming out in his own book. We've been complaining that Doc Ock disappeared so quick. We got our answer, and we got what we wanted. We're going to find out what was going on. He's trying to find his way back home, and we'll be fighting villains that will also tie into November's Spidey universe.
Okay.
Spideyverse.
Cool.
I like this. A lot of people are like, really? I thought he was gone. Well, you know what? Nobody ever stays dead in the Marvel universe.
No.
So there
Bucky
you go.
doesn't even stay dead anymore.
But once again, another cool little twist. This is not your standard, let's hope, I'm thinking, because it's Dan Slott, wasn't your standard Mind Swap. One of the best-selling books they've had in this story arc with Spider-Man has been another time travel. Now, time travel's been all over the place in this Marvel Now series. Dimensional travel, time travel, planets coming in and destroying other Earths. It's getting monotonous. But I have faith in Dan Slott that this is going to be something unique once again. What I find interesting is the resurgence of dead fucking properties. We have Starbrand. We have the new universe. We have, what is his name? Night Mask from the Jim Shooter's awesome new universe branch coming out.
Even the old Guardians of the Galaxies are going to be coming back now.
With a one-shot story by Mr. Ron Mars.
Yeah.
With Charlie 27 on the cover.
Yep. But things like this happen every couple of years. They'll take the old character. I mean, Jesus Christ, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. Those characters.
I think it's like anything in pop culture. Bell-bottom jeans might come back into fashion.
New again. Yeah.
How come I can't be?
Man, I gotta actually say, dude. The other day at work, we got a couple young high school girls are hostesses at our restaurant.
Should we talk about this off-pod?
Hostesses at the restaurant, and they're wearing mom jeans. And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I'm saying to somebody else, I'm like, are they fucking wearing mom jeans? And I was talking to Britt about it. She's like, yeah, I think that's like the new fashion now. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Excuse me.
That's ridiculous. What, you like your mom jeans?
What's up?
Well, apparently DW likes wearing mom jeans, and he's gonna. DW is so cool. He's answering the phone.
I'm live potting right now, Meg.
Oh, we got Meg Leary on the phone.
Meg Leary, everybody, listen. It's Meg Leary on the phone.
And this is our first chance we can tell you guys about our Sip and Sketch.
Yes.
Sip and Sketch.
Meg is helping us with our Sip and Sketch event that will be June 15th, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Can I call you back? Okay, bye.
Wait, June 15th is the Albany Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, June 18th. June
Nice.
18th. Sorry.
Nice.
We'll get into that when we do our con news.
So post-Comic-Con.
And sorry for that call, but I had to just make sure that she knew what was going on. Meg.
You just had to make sure. Hey, Meg, here's what's going on.
Well, I don't.
I'm on a podcast.
I'm on a podcast.
Oh my God,
Call
can
me
you
back.
believe it?
Can
oh
you
my
believe
God,
it? We're so popular.
Oh my God.
I just want to make sure that I would call her back.
Meg's a
and,
great gal.
and she's a great gal, and she's working with us. She is our event
Hard
coordinator
worker.
for Fanboys Incorporated. So
now, what is this sip and sketch, G-Dub?
Can we talk about this in a little bit? I want to get
right.
back on the Spider-Man news.
What do you got for Spider-Man?
Well,
news?
I'm just excited about this time traveling in the 2099, and I think it's a great fucking thing.
You seem elated.
Elated?
You're like, I'm so fucking happy right now, but the fucking.
This is me elated. This is me.
This is it.
This is my happy porn face.
How excited you don't actually get excited until like 10 o'clock at night. Then you're like, hey, what's going on, you guys?
I don't get excited until after something is signed, after it's confirmed, or after I fuck it up. You know.
I thought you were gonna say until after I fuck it.
Oh well, yeah, I've had some mediocre times.
After you make love to it, you mean to say?
Yes. So yeah, so we're gonna see some of the villains from 2099 come back.
Okay.
One of the images shows, if you see on our article, we put an article out on fanboysinc.com about this, and it shows Superior Spider-Man looked like he's going through time travel through a dimensional rift, and we see the 2099 Hulk's face there.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be kind of neat. We'll see.
Yeah,
Now, was he a villain in 2099? I never read it.
Is he in present day? I think he's just one of the characters. Yeah, I read the first couple issues, I think, and he didn't appeal to me because he's just too iguana-like. I'm like, this ain't the fucking Hulk. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think he was a villain.
Are we gonna see Ravage?
I would love that. Ravage is my favorite guy. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no explanation why I loved Ravage so much.
My original art page might go up in value if he comes over there.
I know.
Yeah.
Mine are actually selling on eBay right now.
Really?
There's
why are you doing that?
A day left.
Why are you doing that?
I just don't look at them. Plus, I
don't look at them.
I
never look at them.
Literally, they were boxed
So I got rid of my old porn collection. I never look at them anymore.
Yeah, it's
5 minutes worth.
It's all online now. Yeah, I looked at it for 5 minutes a day.
Only viewed 5 minutes. Near Mitten Box.
Yeah. But I recently won some original Transformers Marvel Comics art pages, and so I was like, you know what? I have these now. I can sell the other ones off. So I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday, picked up some nice frames, picked up some mat board. I'm going to mat those and frame them.
Okay.
And that Hobby Lobby in town.
Yes.
Nice.
Hobby Lobby. Let's see in the article on fanboysinc.com. Why do I keep saying fanboysinc.com? Because there's a lot of freaking cool articles out there, and Mr. Joe Nub did one at his recent visit at our local Hobby Lobby shop.
Yeah, we just got a Hobby Lobby in the area. I know there's one down in Latham. Sean Murphy, you should stop by there, man. I didn't realize how much cool shit there was. Think it's kind of like a TJ Maxx, Marshall's, fucking Michael's art supply store, AC Moore. So you get artistic supplies. But
you can paint your house and buy a comic at the sale. Now, was that a
no
comic?
Comics? No comics.
What was that last picture?
A lot of them.
It looked like a comic.
A tin. That was like a tin sign.
Oh.
How cool is that? So they had some great classic covers. There was this gorgeous
181
Gil Kane illustrated cover of Amazing Spider-Man. I forget what issue, 137 or some shit, but it's Green Goblin and Spider-Man on the cover. They had other various tin signs, tin character plates, giant matte framed fucking posters of Detective Comics number 27. That's the first appearance of Batman, right? I can't believe I'm asking this. But Amazing Fantasy, first appearance of Spider-Man, motherfucking Hulk 181. So really cool stuff. So check out your local Hobby Lobby for some really cool items to decorate your nerd room.
They retweeted the article and said thank you very much for posting that awesome article.
Hobby Lobby did?
Yes, they did.
Get the heck out of here.
No, that's Hobby Lobby themselves.
That's super nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah, so I don't want to go to another. I'm going to be living there. Do you have any hammocks?
You take a walk through there and just check it out, and you'll like it.
I'm going to duct tape my hands in my pocket.
You'll like for completely different
reasons. Yes.
Want anybody
but yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat to have another outlet to get some stuff.
Definitely.
Prices seem somewhat reasonable. The
prices
were the canvas was what 22 by 34, 36. They were
like
big ass pieces.
They ran from like 35 to $45.
Now I'm sure. What was I going to say? I'm sure they'll go on sale. I'm sure there'll be other things coming in there. I think we need to be affiliated with the Hobby Lobby. So
seriously, but the fact that they retweeted us, maybe we could.
I'm already on that shit.
You know what? They can be our sponsor.
I'm on that shit. Don't worry, I got that shit.
Yeah, get that shit.
I'm lobbying the lobby.
What other Spidey news you got over there?
That's about it. I mean, as far as I can't wait for Spider-Verse. I've never been a big, huge Spider-Man fan except for like Spider-Man 29. I mean, I love Peter Parker, but never really bought the books monthly.
Right.
I got in with Superior. I'm gonna stay with it. I'm gonna go in with the Spider-Verse and check that out.
Are you reading Amazing Spider-Man?
I am.
You're gonna be collecting that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
try
good.
it. I'm gonna try it. I
Yeah.
always give it 3 or 4 and
Yep. It doesn't.
unsubscribe, and then all of a sudden it appears back in my box.
You've got 12 issues in your
Yeah.
collection.
You fucking uncanny Avengers. What else we got? Oh, well, it is new comics today too, as well.
Yep.
Enough of the Spidey news. Superman Doomed comes out today. One shot for the return of Doomsday into the New 52. Now, this isn't not his first return. He's already come back and made an appearance, but this is he's coming for you, Soups. He's coming for you bad. So we'll see what happens. So I did have that. I'm picking that up today.
Okay.
What else? We got new 52 Futures End #2 coming out today. Excellent title. I'm loving Terry McGinnis. He's bad motherfucking ass. GL Corpse 31, dropping it after today.
Not liking it, huh?
Yeah, I'm just not liking it. I'm probably gonna possibly drop New Guardians as well. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Justice League Canada International Universe United, whatever you want to call it. Justice League United #1.
Justice League A comes out today.
Justice League A comes out. Don't you know it comes out today?
You're right.
Comes out today #1. So I'm gonna pick that up.
Nice.
Coinciding with that damn frickin' picture you put out last night of DC's collectibles.
Oh, the Hawkman. That looks sharp.
My birthday's not until December, but I do take early presents now if anybody would like to.
Well, it comes out in November anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh, it comes out in November? Just in time. All right. Well, you guys check out my mailing address at 106 Bay Street in Glens Falls, New York. You can send presents to me. Attention,
hate
DW.
Mail here too.
Yeah, send hate mail. No flying monkeys. Ghost Rider #3.
Okay.
It's coming out today. All new X-Men 27 storyline is getting intense. I can't wait to watch or read that. Avengers 29. So I have a short pull list this week, but I'm going to do my pick while we're talking about new comics because the last book on my list is Accelerators #6.
Nice.
Comes out today.
Very nice.
And I'm loving this story, and this is tying up some of the story arc with this issue. And there's also a full-page ad that our lovely faces are on. Thank you so much to the guys at Blue Juice Comics for getting us in there. I appreciate that so much. I can't wait to see more from the Accelerators. If you haven't checked it out yet and your local shop hasn't got it, well, what the fuck? But that's okay because you can go right on to Comixology and pick it up. They are on Comixology today as well as in your local shop. Check that out. Get it. We are available for autographs at the Albany Comic-Con June 15th if you'd like to bring your copy and have us sign it. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
No,
No, I'm not. It beats a napkin any
Sign
day.
that shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, go check that out. Don't check it out for the ad. Who cares about the ad? Check it out for the awesome story. It's awesome. You've heard us talk about the Accelerators. You've heard us have them on. Tim Yates, Gavin Smith, Ronnie Porto, Thomas Mumm. Check them out. Check out Ann Bonnie as well from Tim Yates. Just check out everything Blue Juice Comics is doing over there. BlueJuiceComics.com. Go check them out. Good friends of ours. Can't wait to see them again. Hopefully we will see them June 14th at the New York City Comic Fest. That's another con production brought to you by Cliff Galbraith, Robert Bruce, and Dan Greenfield with special honored guest Scott Snyder.
Nice.
So hopefully I can get to that. Things might be a little iffy right now. The season's picking up, so I'm not sure it was confirmed as far as press passes are concerned. I just have to make sure I can get there. Because the next day is Albany Comic-Con, June 15th.
Woohoo!
And if you heard the ad that ran right before this episode, you heard that it's got a sponsorship from an endorsement from Professor X, and he's asking for your help. So re-listen to that, and you'll hear it if you heard this podcast. I can't wait for that. Once again, always a good time at the Albany Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Harding.
Paul Harding will be there.
John Hebert.
Joe Sinnott.
Mark McKenna. Nicole Jelinek.
Todd DeZago.
I'm just gonna call her Nicole J. NJ. Just call her NJ. Like the MJ, she's the NJ.
NJ, there you go.
Who else did you say?
Todd DeZago will be there.
Mr. Ron?
Joey Esposito.
Yes, Ron Mars, yes.
Ron Mars will be there?
Okay. Joey Esposito. Who else we got there? You said Joe Sinnott. Dan, there's just so many of them. DW will be there.
I'm will be there.
Joe
You
Nubb will be there.
Yep.
Comic Depot will be there.
Is
Plus
Jason Moore coming out for there?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, Moore.
That's a good question.
Hey, Moore.
Does Moore even listen to our show anymore?
Yeah, what's up with that? He doesn't
stalk
us. What, working?
Yeah, he's busy.
Fuck that.
He's fighting crime.
Fighting crime. Moore, hit us up if you're listening.
I know Sean Murphy will be there.
Sean Murph might not be there.
Why? What's he doing?
The new job.
No kidding.
Yeah, we lose a super fan.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. But I know there's plenty of other super fans out there that will be there. So we'll see. What was I going to say? Sorry, I got a little distracted there. We're also going to do a creator spotlight panel. Once again, right. Our first one last year went over very well. We had Fred Hembeck, Todd DeZago, and Paul Harding with Mr. Grant Harding as well. Yep. You can check that out in our archives, where they're always over at fanboysinc.com. So we're going to do it again. We will tell you who the guests are. We're not going to spoil it for you just yet, but we'll have 3 guests there. Once again, and we'll be potting live for the first half of the show, right before the panel, and then afterwards we'll be walking the floor, probably purchasing, talking, some roving reporter articles or interviews.
It'll be fun.
I'm gonna have fun with it. I know you're gonna have fun with it. Then right after that is that Wednesday is the first of hopefully many series of Sip and Sketches. Fanboys Inc. brings you Sip and Sketch. Sip and Sketches, similar to what you've seen on the West Coast mainly, drink and draws. Just social gathering, having some fun.
I love the concept.
Drawing, sharing art supplies, ideas, drinks, obviously drinks. Just being creative, having a good time.
Yep. And we'll be podcasting there live.
We will be podcasting there live. You'll be sketching the entire time. It'll be 6 to 8.
Now, question for those who are coming in to sketch. I mean, are we going to do a theme? Are we sketching just superhero stuff, or just sketch anything?
This one's gonna. Well, you can sketch whatever you want.
Yeah.
This theme, though, obviously, with our special guest, who I'll announce in a second. You might want to go superhero-ish. You might be able to get some inside tips on how to break into the business, what's good, what's not, what to do and what not to do.
Right.
We are sponsored by, yes, we are. We actually have a sponsor for this. Big shock, right? Larceny Bourbon is going to be teaming up with us for the series of Sip and Sketches. So check them out, Larceny Bourbon and fanboysinc.com. But getting into the Sip and Sketch itself, bring your pens, your pads, your paper. Or if you got just a pen, we got napkins. And you never know. It might be your next masterpiece. Who knows?
Hey, some of the best fucking drawing, some of the greatest comic book creators did their best work on
Bob Kane? Napkins. Bob Kane has some out there, and some of them were selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And you could barely tell it was Batman.
It's incredible.
But our special guest, like Nubb just mentioned, we will be doing something different than any of the other drink and draws or Sip and Sketches. Why we named it different is that we're going to be podcasting. That's right. We're going to do a special IncCast with myself and Nubb with a special guest, Mr. Mark McKenna, creator of Combat Jacks, inker artist for Marvel, DC, has done Dark Horse, IDW throughout the years, 20+ years.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll
Huge
be able to,
talent.
It's going to be Q&A, guys. And just obviously we'll do what we do on the podcast, but then at the end it'll be a Q&A to get you guys some info, anything you want to ask Mark, anything you want to ask us, and that's going to go for the last hour. But you can sketch right there during the whole 2 hours.
Yep.
And check out some of the Larceny Bourbon that'll be out there. There'll be some drink specials going on.
Cool.
For the first 20 guests, get a special VIP FBI fan gift bag. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but you're going to like it. Also, we are also, I shouldn't say this Larceny is our sponsor. Comic Depot will also be affiliated with us and doing some stuff during that day.
Nice.
And it is a Wednesday, hence New Comic Book Day. There will be a live podcast that morning and that early afternoon as well at the Comic Depot. So it's just going to be an all-fun day, I think, in Saratoga. And I want to thank Gaffney's in Saratoga on Caroline Street, as they are our official hosts for this first event. So thank you so much for Gaffney's restaurant.
In the nice in the
glass room,
the redone patio that they've done. Yeah.
Not only were you happy about having free comic book day with one window behind you, now we are surrounded by 3. If anybody doesn't know Gaffney's, if you do come out, please, if you live in the Albany area, I know Nicole will be there as well. Mark McKenna obviously is going to be there. Drive up, commute with them. Come on up. If you're not familiar with Gaffney's in the new patio, it's glass enclosed, and it's sitting right on the yeah, it's very swanky, and it's sitting on the street, so you will be exposed by people walking by, watching. Yeah. You'd be drawing. Once again, I mean, if you don't want to do superheroes, just come and sketch. We got great ideas. Joe will be walking around giving you some pointers because he is a artist himself. I would, but I'd be busy setting up and drinking all that larceny bourbon.
I'll be right there helping you, pal.
Yeah. Drinking the larceny or setting up?
Both.
Okay, sure. Sounded good. Sounded good.
No,
yeah,
I guess I'll have to say both.
Yeah, okay, for sure. If that helps you. But anyway. So yeah, June 18th, check out the event that's on there if you live in the local area. We'll be having posters and event flyers set up all around Saratoga. Look for more surprising additions to that as well as this event's going to grow. It's a 2-hour event, 6 to 8, June 18th at Gaffney's, the very first Fanboys Inc. Sip and Sketch. Joe, do you have picks for this week? Do you know what you got for this week? I know you were busy moving this morning.
Yeah, I was doing some moving this morning. I know a new comic comes out today. Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, number 29.
Go figure. Is there a Transformer book that comes out every fucking week? Because I swear, every week.
Last week there wasn't a book, and I got jittery. I was like, God.
But why are we still talking about Transformers last week then if there's no book coming out?
Because it's still that goddamn good. So Transformers.
Can't we just not one podcast? It's just like Green Lantern. Can we just go one podcast without saying Transformers?
No.
Shit. Well, did you like that Green Lantern movie? Because there you go. So I got that in there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We say Green Lantern all the time about the movie and how shitty it is. And once again, here we go. I think
but the Transformers comic is awesome.
I know, but we say Yeah, but we didn't have a Transformers comic book last week. You talked about Transformers toys. Can't we just not talk about Transformers?
Can you not talk about Batman or Arrow?
Well, it's Batman 75. We have to talk about Batman.
What about
and there was news.
And what about your quaint little Arrow television program?
We don't talk about it every episode.
So anyways, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, number 29 comes out. James Roberts, Alex Millen doing the writing and the artistic chores. And fucking I love this book. This is my favorite, guys. You know it. It's Megatron now. Megatron is now captaining the crew of the Lost Light.
He's the Wade of the Transformers. He's the double agent.
Oh, you mean the Ward?
Yeah, the Ward. I mean, yeah.
No,
he's
apparently he is turned to the side of the Angels. So we'll see how this plays out in the end.
Have you ever heard of the Archangels? The fallen ones?
Maybe he's just burying it all down, and then it's going to erupt. It's going to eventually just explode all over the place. But it's such a charming book. It's
over my face,
funny.
neck, and chest. What?
It's funny. It's dramatic. It's action. It's awesome. So
I don't know why I could never get into them. I wonder why. Maybe I'll pick up a trade and see how I like it.
Yeah.
What trade, if you were going to get into the Transformers for the first time?
I'd say check out Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, Volume 1 of that trade. I mean, start that series.
Okay.
It's like...
How about any of the earlier stuff?
Like, since IDW has had the property...
It was Marvel, correct.
Well, Marvel back in the 80s, and then there was a comic book company called Dreamwave, DW, and that was in the early to mid-2000s.
Don't remind me of my failure, please.
Early to mid-2000s, and then that comic book company went bankrupt, and so literally mid-storyline, all the books got canceled, and the whole company shut down. So then shortly thereafter, IDW gets their hands on their license, and I read a little bit at the time, but I didn't like their direction that they were going with them, so I stopped reading it for years until picking up this More Than Meets the Eye shit. And it's fucking great, man. It's just great. So
nice.
More Than Meets the Eye, Volume 1 trade paperback, that'd be a good place for you to start.
Okay.
Yeah, so my pick this week.
You can get that at the Comic Depot, just inside Saratoga Springs at 514 Broadway to meet all your fanboy needs. And if they don't have it, they can get it for you. You can also check them out at comicdepotllc.com. Check them out over there. Our good friends over there, Darren, the Gimp, Lowell.
Yep. The whole gang.
The whole gang. Well, I have my pick. I gave you my pick. It's Accelerators number 6.
Good.
For that came out this week. Do you have a pick, sir?
Yeah. Let's see. I got actually 2 picks. First off, Captain America with the Captain America 2 movie and with those trade paperbacks of the Death of Captain America that I got at Comic Depot on Free Comic Day. I went to TJ Maxx, and I think I touched on this briefly, how they had some older Marvel Legends figures for like $7.99. Not bad. So they had Bucky, Captain America, in his new costume, with the, it was like mostly the black jumpsuit, but then it's got kind of the cap sort of insignia on the chest, and it comes down to a point towards the waist, and it's just a sharp looking design. It was kind of like it was a mesh between Alex Ross and Steve Epting came together to create this costume. Looks fucking cool, so I picked that figure up for $8. Not bad. My second pick is this week. So DW and I, we blasted a little commercial that you heard before this podcast today, and while we're sitting here yesterday in the studio, like literally trying to do the takes to get this commercial done, this girl hits me up on Facebook. I went to high school with her, and she's like, hey, from what I hear, you're a guy who knows stuff about comic books. She's like, I have this old Marvel poster from the FOOM, the fans of old Marvel. Well, what did FOOM stand for back in the day? So anyway, she hits me up and she's like,
"You're asking me?
I have this old ass Marvel poster from 1975, and it's signed by Stan Lee and a shit ton of other artists. And whose names do we see on here? We got Marie Severin,
Stan Lee,
Joe Sinnott, Gil Kane, John Buscema, Roy Thomas, John Romita Sr., Len Wein, George Tuska.
No Herb Trimpe.
No Herb Trimpe, but the fact that this fucking poster is signed by all these greats, I mean, and she's asking me to find out the value of it, and it's a gorgeous poster featuring...
I'll tell you right now, it's only worth $15. I will give you $30
yeah,
right now.
Just because I'm generous. It's a great poster, though, with a ton of Marvel greats on there.
And it's
Spider-Man,
in great shape. It's folded. Obviously, it came folded, but it's in a
shape.
frame.
Yeah, she put it in a frame. It's got Black Widow.
It's not like it's burnt, ripped,
Fantastic
and water
Four,
damage all
Black
over.
Bolt, Iron Man, Silver Surfer, Hulk. The whole gang is there. So I am going to go talk to John Belskis down at Excellent Adventures today to just ask his professional opinion. I'll ask Darren as well to see what do you think this is worth.
Are you going down tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But my God, I would fucking love to have this thing
that would be
framed,
awesome.
hanging on my wall.
Like
so
I
that's
said,
my pick.
All right, you drive a hard bargain, $35.
Yeah,
I will give you $35, and you can come on the podcast.
That's right.
There you go. I think that's a great deal.
So that's Joe Nub's pick of the week. Good luck trying to find one of those.
Way to go to tease the fans and just give them a big old fuck you.
I know.
That's
I'll put pictures up on our Facebook page. You can
tease them even more. That's great. Yeah, show them. That'll be cool.
Yeah, but you know what? Something like this is so brilliant, so amazing. It has to be shared with the fans.
You know what? We might have to acquire that piece.
Seriously.
Depending on how much we think it's worth.
That's it. Yeah.
If we acquire that, I think we could get because I can get Herb Trimpe and Steranko.
Right.
Steranko will be at New York Comic Fest. We get a ton of people on.
Yeah.
That'd be.
And
awesome.
the poster was illustrated by Jim Steranko.
So we need that signature.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty cool. Awesome. Guys, thank you. We're gonna end it for this week as we got some stuff going on. Also, don't forget to go check out the brand new capelesscrusader.org. Awesome look, new articles up all the time. The partnership is a done deal, so we are now merged with Capeless Crusader and Fanboys Inc. So it really is when a fanboy meets a Capeless Crusader. Check out tomorrow, new live Infinite Crossover with myself and Josh Epstein. Don't forget, too, if you guys are in the Monday blues and you need some little pick-me-ups, go over and check out RSRG, Random Shit Random Guy. Mr. Philip Royals puts out a new pod every Monday. Check him out. He beat the F-bomb quota on his podcast.
Oh, yeah?
I think he probably...
Good on you, Phil.
I think he said that more in one podcast, and you could have probably put two of ours together, which takes... Fucking kidding me.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
I hit him up the other time. I'm like, wow, man. I mean, great pod. It was fun, but you all right? I was like, holy shit. You had DW moment the whole entire pod. But yeah, go check him out at RSG. Random Shit Random Guy over on fanboysinc.com, out every Monday. That'll definitely pick you up on your Monday blues. Great. Don't listen to it in your office unless you have headphones. Once again, tomorrow, obviously live IncCast or Infinite Crossover. Also, please don't forget Joe St. Pierre's Kickstarter campaign, Kickstarter.com, over and type in The Liberator. Check that out. Day 15. Get that Kickstarter done. Check out the goal reward for $65. That's a really awesome one. I think you might want to take it up and get it. You get a lot of good shit. Check that out. Like I said, day 15. And if you haven't yet, it's going to come around real quick. June 15th, Albany Comic Con. We're going to be there. Joey Esposito, Ron Mars, Joe Sinnott, Paul Harding, Richard Clark, many more.
Can't wait.
Mark McKenna.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be a good time. Weather's going to be good. Albany, 205 Wolf Road, Albany, New York. Check it out.
And
Check us out over on
3 days
Facebook.
later, Sip and Sketch.
Sip and Sketch. That's right. We'll talk more about that. We might even we'll get Mark on to do a little talk about what he's going on and what we can expect to see from him. He's probably going to do some special stuff for us there for that at that event only.
Sounds good.
No tabletop dancing. Mark said he couldn't do any tabletop dancing or anything like that.
Well, the tables are wobble.
Yeah, wobble. No pole dancing. No, nothing like that. Nothing. You can't do that. Now that does not stop me from doing that after the pod. Who knows? After hours, maybe that will be.
Well, you're gonna have all that. You're gonna have all that bourbon.
That's what we should do. We'll do the Sip and Sketch. Wait an hour, and then we'll do a very first live FBI After Dark pod on the streets of on Caroline Street, the streets of Saratoga.
Be at Clancy's.
Holy crap! How
Clancy's at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now that would be a real After Dark pod. Holy shit!
I'm never going to Clancy's again.
I've never been there.
It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Thing hangs out?
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, there's many things there. Yeah. But anyway, guys, check us out over at Facebook at facebook.com/fanboysinc for a lot of cool articles and stuff like that, as well as fanboysinc.com. Guys, thank you so much. Once again, staff, you guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. We're going to have a few of the staff members on. I think one of our first staff members is going to be Alex Smith.
Cool.
He went to the Emerald City Comic Con as a Fanboys Inc. / Capeless Crusader representative.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that and just get to know the staff.
Cool.
Because I have no idea. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for doing the articles and putting out some of the great content over there and making our site look great. So once again, thank you to the FBI / Capeless Crusader staff. You guys are doing a great job. Dude, I think I'm done. I got some shit to do. I got to go get some books.
I got to go help Bob J. Reynolds move his shit back into his new house.
All right. Well, I think I'm out of here. What about you?
Later, nerds.
All right. Peace.
That's a pod.